Mesa, that's where I feel free. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Show me the way. Show me the way. Yeah. I come from a city where the sun's out. Pretty people having fun now. Salt River in the summer or the springtime. Yeah, but we chillin' in the meantime. First certified autism destination. See that there.
Hey y'all, welcome to the City Limitless Podcast, where we explore Mesa and beyond its city boundaries. I'm your host, Ashley, and stay tuned for this kooky episode. We have Austin Krzeminski and Jake Lialios, both from the Savannah Bananas and the Party Animals. Welcome, guys.
Thank you so much for having us.
How's it going?
Terrific. Having a good time.
That's it? Good to be. Just terrific? You're in Mesa, Arizona, playing at Sloan Park, the replica of Wrigley Field. It's just terrific.
Well, I forgot my thesaurus on that one, but it is good to be close to home and playing ball out here.
Yeah. Well, so we brought you guys on specifically. You have very close ties to Arizona. Can you each tell me what that tie looks like?
Yeah, so I've been living here for like the last 5 years. I live in Chandler, so just right down the street.
So we can stalk you.
Absolutely.
Just kidding.
I'll send you my address later. Just kidding. No, so yeah, I've been here for 5 years, and I fell in love with Arizona, and I don't think I'm ever going to come back. So being able to play here in Arizona for the second time this year has been wonderful, especially for all my family that's here to come watch me play.
And where are you originally from?
So I'm originally from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very cool.
I was born and raised in Tucson, and I thought it was a good place to grow up.
Yeah.
Lots of good families, lots of fun stuff to do. Wonderful weather. But yeah, I grew up there. I went to college in California, and then my first couple years of indie ball, I was living in the Central Phoenix area, kind of near Arcadia.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. Sorry, I'm all twisted over here.
I'm starting to see your hair in that. The peel.
Is it? Does it look good?
Mind your peel.
Mind my peel.
That's my advice to you.
All right. Well, coming from Jake, I will mind my peel then. All right. Well, before we get super serious, you guys have a couple bananas in your hands.
Yep.
There could be a million guesses as to why, but truly the fans want to know, how do you guys open your banana?
I'm going to defer to Krem on this one.
Really? You want me to go first?
As the
I have multiple ways, but I feel like, the proper way, you got to go bottom. Got to go bottom.
All right. Is there a reason why? Like, you say it's proper, but does it peel easier? Like,
I have a theory.
That is actually the most natural way. That's what they do in the wild. All
That's
the monkeys do in the wild.
That's what I thought.
So I think we just go with them. Why not?
That's a good answer. That's
going
to be hard.
But let's get that out of here.
Can you beat that one?
My issue is I don't have very dexterous or nimble fingers, so I always end up mushing the bottom. My thing is I go in the middle, just crack it open like so.
What a perfect peel. Yeah.
And then the perfect peel, they say.
See, now
another thing with that, no strings.
Oh my gosh.
Because the strings, for whatever reason, come from either side. No strings.
Why do I feel like you do this all the time?
That is a tactic. I will be taking this one home, and banana opening will never be the same anymore.
Yeah. I hope this mic isn't hot, by the way, because I'm kind of chowing on this.
Super hot. All right. Well, thank you guys for sharing that.
Absolutely.
Now tell me, we played in college, we played in the minors. Can you guys walk me each through that journey? And then, trust me, we'll get to where how we got to banana ball. Who wants to go first?
Krem just gave us a Mario Kart toss of the peel.
Yeah,
Watch out. Watch out, guys.
There we go.
Blue shell coming.
You want me to go first or you?
You take it.
So a cool thing with my story a little bit, though, is in 2017, I actually played for the Savannah Bananas, their college summer team, for a couple weeks. I was blessed to get an offer to go play for the LA Angels. So I took that, kind of ran with it for about 3 years. COVID happened, got let go, and then got signed by the Cubs right afterwards in 2021. Was there for a year, dealt with some injuries. So pretty much for the last 3 years, just trying to get healthy. And it's funny because Connor Higgins on the Party Animals, my former teammate with the Angels, asked me if I was healthy enough to come to tryouts, and I told him, I was like, I'm not really sure if I really want to do this yet. I still want to go pursue my dreams. And he goes, just come on out. I mean, it'll be a lot of fun. So I said, screw it, let's do it. And I had the most fun I've ever had in a tryout, and I played really well. And they offered me a contract, and I said, "Let's have the most fun I've ever had in a year." And you were there too at my tryout, coaching it.
Oh, how fun!
So that's where I met Jake for the first time.
I fought tooth and nail to keep you out of it, but
yeah, you looked like you didn't want to be there.
That's just my face. We talked about this.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure.
Yeah.
I really wasn't so
sure.
Yeah, you did. You
I
did
think
a great
this guy
job.
hates me. I was like,
we had that was a really good tryout.
It was a good tryout. It was very hot. I couldn't move the next day.
Yeah.
Hardest workout I've ever done.
That's
now,
banana
Jake,
ball,
before
dude.
you jump in though,
baptism by fire.
What did you guys do at tryouts? Like, I've played sports. I know what sports tryouts looks like, but I could only imagine this kind of has to do a little bit more song and dance, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's honestly going through the whole agenda of the tryout is pretty similar to kind of the rhythm and flow of what we do on a typical game day, where you're going to spend. It's going to be a long day, first of all. And you're just
hydrated.
trying to just come and just keep the energy the whole time and being positive, which is probably half the battle for some of these guys. But yeah, you spend some time getting evaluated as far as the baseball talent goes, where we're kind of taking batting practice, taking ground balls, whatever things you need to do to be ready to play. And then once they run you through a few things rehearsal-wise, as far as dances they want you to pull off or whatever that may be, you're going to go into a live banana ball game against all the other participants, where they're going to basically throw you right into the fire, integrate some of the more, I guess, unique aspects of banana ball compared to a baseball game, and just see how you respond to all of those situations.
Oh my gosh. So did you know of the bananas before all of this?
Yeah, I knew about it. I'm from out here, so Savannah was kind of not on my radar early on, but one of my best friends in college is from Charleston, South Carolina, and he was more aware of the Coastal Plains League that they played in. And I remember that was the first time I heard about it, and it was probably like 2017, 2016. He was like, yeah, there's this team in Savannah. I'd love to play summer ball there. They wear all yellow, they dance, whatever. I'm like, that sounds cool. Didn't think much of it. And then once they started getting into the pro banana ball circuit, I knew some guys that I had played with that kind of made it in or out of that realm of things. And obviously, as far as the social media and whatever outlets go, that they were gaining a lot of traction, and I was like, yeah, that's definitely something
you
that
want to
I'd
be a
love
part
to do.
of. Yeah. Now, tell me, you both are pitchers now, but that wasn't always the story for you.
Correct. Yeah, I was primarily a catcher most of my career, all the way through college.
So we go from catching to pitching. Why?
It was one of those things where
honest.
It was out of necessity more than anything. Sometimes you have to just adapt for survival, and when it comes to, I guess, a lot of things, but particularly your career. And yeah, my path, I guess, to pro ball was kind of interesting because I wasn't like super heavily recruited out of college or anything. I went to a D3 in California. Pomona College, shout out to the Sage Hens. That's our mascot.
The Sage Hens.
Yeah, and I don't want to hear anything about it because I'm proud. And it was great school. I figured I didn't really have much of a baseball career post-college.
Really?
So, yeah, I just tried to...
Is that the confidence you carry into your games today?
Well, I mean, if you see the games, it's a little... it's not exactly what I expected either. But I kind of grinded through school and thought I was going to say goodbye to baseball after that. But I was supposed to play post-college. 2020 was when I graduated, and I was supposed to play overseas in Sweden.
Really?
That summer, and like, no offense, but like the baseball in Sweden is like not
American
really,
baseball.
Yeah,
yet,
it's not.
Right?
It's not exactly as competitive as it is here. So there wasn't really much of a ceiling past that. So I was just like, yeah, I'll play. That'll be fun. I get to say I played some pro ball and then call it. I already had my like big boy job lined up and everything. But then like everything hit the fan with COVID that year, and that ended up falling through because they just couldn't sustain the season with all of the restrictions and stuff. But I still had a deferral on my start date for my job, so I was like, whatever, I'll try to find somewhere to play. And one of the only teams and leagues I knew that was still going on was a team in the Pecos League called the Tucson Saguaros.
Okay.
Only knew that because they're my hometown.
Only.
And I would like,
I've never heard of them.
Exactly. Like
Sorry, guys.
I would go to their games and stuff in high school and college. And so I got in touch with them, and they very begrudgingly gave me a spring training invitation.
Oh no.
And part of the things that I had to like kind of talk my way into getting even invited, I was like, well, what if I can try out as a two-way, like pitcher and whatever?
Yeah.
And the guy's like, whatever, you just show up, probably not going to make the team, but you can try. And I tried out as a two-way. I spent like those couple of like COVID really hardcore quarantine months throwing some bullpens and like trying to learn-ish how to pitch, watching videos and stuff.
Okay.
And then tried out there, and I threw pretty well, and they PO'd me immediately.
For those that are not baseball savvy, what does PO mean?
They made me a pitcher only.
Oh, okay.
Meaning I was no longer a catcher.
Congratulations, we did it.
But yeah, that's how that sort of twist in my career came about.
Very cool. Now, Austin, you're a pitcher. Was
Yep.
your path always start to finish pitching, or did you play any different roles?
Yeah, so my entire life I pretty much played outfield.
Okay.
I was pitcher and outfield all through high school. I went to Belmont University as a two-way guy. Didn't really see so much outfield reps, so they pretty much just kept me as a pitcher. But after my freshman year, I said I really want to, have a chance to go play pro ball a little bit sooner. So I went to Gulf Coast State in Panama City, go Commodores, and Bruins in Belmont. So I did that for a year, and when I got to Gulf Coast State, I pretty much became a PO.
Wow.
And just gave me more time to work on that.
Yeah,
That way I
no.
didn't have to do too many things, and I think I got a lot better because it was a pitcher only.
Very cool.
It
Very
led to
cool.
a lot more success afterwards.
So, dumb question. You guys also bat too, right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
And now, is that a banana ball rule? Is that...
That's a pretty typical rule
Okay.
in baseball. I mean, if you see like even in the MLB, they have a universal designated hitter now. Like pitchers
Yes.
don't hit in either league now. Ironically, the Pecos League, the first pro league I played in, pitchers do hit in that league.
Still to this day?
Yep, and my
Wow.
first pro hit was a ding dong, so
There we go.
I still had a few reps left in me.
I'm petitioning always, trying to get an at bat this year.
I honestly, I don't
let me
even
do
miss it.
something.
I don't even miss it.
I just
honestly,
want one.
People ask me, they're like, "Do you miss catching?" And like, I loved catching when I did it, but the minute I was done with it, I'm like,
Sigh
I'm
of
done.
relief.
Yeah.
Would you ever just try catching maybe for an inning for any of the Savannah Banana games?
If I did, it would be like a bit like they'd be like, look at this guy,
Oh,
this
okay.
clown.
It
like,
would be kind of more of a joke then.
well.
Sorry.
I mean, not a joke.
that
Not a
harsh?
joke. It's more, I would say it's
Jake,
like the
please
novelty
stay on the podcast.
of it.
We adore you.
It's like the novelty of it.
Very cool. Very cool. So you guys are now on this, I would say, worldwide known baseball team. How do you get on the Bananas? It is.
The Party Monkeys are
And
not
how
as
do you get on-
wide known, I think,
But they're getting there.
from
They're
what I can
getting-
tell.
Let me work on your socials, please. We'll boost you so hard, and so many people will know
Hey,
you.
Absolutely.
it's grown a lot.
You'll be going
really
back
quickly,
to
honestly.
Sweden with the Party Monkeys. Party animals.
God, if they trade me
I
to
can't
the
tell if you
Sweden
did that on
Party
purpose or
Monkeys,
not.
it seemed
the
like
shirt.
a dig.
It's the
It seemed
shirt.
like a jab, really.
Sorry, they're not as well
my people
known.
will talk to your people.
Yeah, have them call me. Email, text, whatever. So, but how do you guys each get on a team? Is this like a team you pick to be on, or is it kind of like you fill a spot that they needed, personality-wise, position-wise? Like, how do you get on the Party Animals? How do you get on the Savannah Bananas?
I mean, I guess everything kind of flows from top to bottom on this. Like, everything's collaborative. It's all one organization.
Yeah.
So really, I guess that they look at the big picture of all of that is all I can really assume.
Yeah.
And part of it's a need as far as like, hey, Party Animals really need a left-handed pitcher or something like that. But a lot of it too, especially since there is at this point a lot more talent to choose from for the teams, is they can get a little bit more nitpicky as far as fitting the brand that they're essentially marketing for each team.
Interesting. Very cool. Now tell me, you guys big TikTokers? Like, what do you do in your spare time? Are we hung up on the phone and the trends, or are we doing other things outside of TikTok? And don't
take
say
that.
golf. I want something more than golf.
No, I golf way too much. That's the problem. No, so before I came here to play for the Bananas, I had a TikTok like everybody else did. Didn't post one video. I was just there to watch.
Okay.
And if you asked me if I was going to make any videos 6 months ago, I'd say absolutely not. I'm just not going to do that.
Yeah.
That took a little bit to kind of get comfortable with, and now I absolutely love it, and I'm doing it daily.
Oh.
And I guess you
Can you throw out your handle for everybody just in case they don't follow you?
Austin Michael _K. Everybody needs to follow that.
Perfect. They will.
Trying to blow it up.
We'll help you.
Doing well right now. So
Let's go. What's the number? What's the count?
22K now.
Wow. And then what is it? Likes? Like how many likes do you have? Do you know that?
220 something thousand.
Wow. Okay.
So,
all right. Do you have goals like that you want to hit in the year?
The thing is, my goal this year, I think, was 15K. Because
And
I didn't know how hard it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then I said 25K.
Okay.
And then this last week, I've had a lot of videos or a couple of videos that just blew up.
Do you remember your first viral video and what was it?
I'm trying to think of what my number one video right now is the new song by Boozy.
Okay, yep.
The Bar Tipsy song. And I did that in Durham. And then it did okay.
You did a dance, right?
I kind of just lip sang the song in the dugout and
just vibed.
Just vibed to it. And
vibe.
it took about a week, and all of a sudden now I think it's at 1.7 million.
Oh my gosh. So you just wake up to that. Like what do you do?
Yeah, I woke up to it and it was wild. I was just like 200,000 views, and then it kept going higher and higher and higher and higher, and then it hasn't stopped. But it took a week for it to kind of get going.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find the trends that work, some things that are funny. I posted a video yesterday, and it might beat that video of where it's already at now
All right.
in less than 24 hours.
Can you give us a preview of it?
How do you want me to give you like a preview of it?
What is it?
So
is it a dance? Because if you want to dance, by all means.
No. Well, there is some cuss words on this video, so I don't know.
Can
if
you
that's,
bleep them yourself? Like da 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 bleep da 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 bleep.
I want to see if I can figure it out. Have you seen the video yet?
I don't. None.
It's kind of like about,
I don't spend enough time.
It's kind
They're
of
not gonna like this. I don't spend
basically-
enough time on TikTok.
We're gonna help you. We've got you on this.
So
I mean, I do okay on there, but like,
yeah, no,
I'm not good at it.
no. So like the video is pretty much about like, why do guys take so long in the bathroom, and what are we doing while we're taking a deuce?
Bleeping.
Yeah, and it's just me in the stall singing,
Defecating.
and then two of my teammates, Jared Donaldson and Zach Phillips, they come over the stalls and they sing with me at the last part, and it's
Oh my gosh.
phenomenal.
I feel like we need a
probably-
recreate.
it's probably-
Taking over the stalls. Shocker. Shocker.
No one's supposed to know that, but no, it's definitely my favorite video I've done so far. It's really funny.
Now,
and
is TikTok like a creative outlet for you aside from Banana Ball?
I'm working towards that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instagram, I think, is very hard compared to TikTok.
Algorithms or
Algorithms
just-
and everything like that. Everybody definitely wants to be more famous on Instagram.
Really?
I think.
Interesting.
I think Instagram goes further than TikTok.
Yeah.
It's more sticky.
Yeah. TikTok's like a minute and
Yeah.
Instagram's like an hour.
Yeah.
Right?
Or like 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Oh, okay. Wow. I was being super
I
generous.
can't sit for an hour.
No.
I can't.
Well, how long are we at right now?
I'm starting to feel it. I'm starting to.
Are you getting antsy?
Squirm.
Good. Perfect. That means we're getting to the good stuff then.
It's getting a little hot.
Yeah, right. So tell me, Jake, you're not much of a social media person, but how do you play ball when everything's kind of trends, right? Like,
Well, I mean, I feel like my social media stuff is done all right, but yeah, it's definitely a steep learning curve for me, especially as far as like the trends and stuff go. I feel like a lot of stuff I end up posting is kind of just me goofing around or like whatever I think is funny or whatever.
now having a dry personality, how do you find something that's funny and that fits your humor?
It's a challenge, I guess. I mean, it's weird though, because it's like I feel like I also have like a lot of goofiness to me, but it's like it's kind of tongue in cheek, so it's like you never really know what's really gonna land with people. But at the same time, I don't really like care. That sounds bad, but
You're not
it's
like
more
hitting a specific audience. You're just throwing it out there.
He's
Whatever
really
catches
funny.
in the wind, like
Yeah.
It
let's
comes out of
roll with
nowhere.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then if they like it, my thing is like when I crack jokes and stuff too, it's just interpersonally like I don't say things because I think you'll think it's funny. Like I say
You
it because
just
I
think
think
it's
that I think it's funny, and then if you think it's funny, that's a bonus.
That makes me
But
feel
it's like,
better.
why would I say anything that I don't think is funny? I don't know. People will be like, why do you laugh at your own jokes?
You
'Cause
should
they're
start
probably pretty
laughing
good,
at
huh?
'em, right? So tell me, who is the funniest player on each of your teams? Why? What do they do? What makes them stick out?
I don't
Austin,
really like,
no.
I don't really like superlatives.
Sir,
but
you pause. Austin, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh God, funniest person on the team. I probably have to say Ryan Kellogg.
Okay, and why?
he just has those. It's the one-liners for me, and they come out of nowhere, and you never expect them.
Okay.
And they always hit.
He's punchy.
He never misses.
Very good.
He never misses.
I love it. Jake?
And he's not in your face about it.
No.
Like,
It's like subtle.
it's not like, hey, look at me. It's like blink and you miss it.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
That's good humor.
And no one has never not laughed.
That's what.
I love
I enjoy that too. I think the funniest party monkey that I know is probably.
Wow.
I mean, we got some funny guys. A lot of good personalities in that locker room, but Garrett DeClue is like not a human being. He's like a cartoon character come to life. He's an absolute gem.
I don't think he's real.
Everything he does, I don't know what it is. It's his physicality, his timing, his tone, the obscurity of like the references and bits that he pulls out. It's really a joy to watch.
Yeah. I love it. That's good. You need those personalities on the team, right?
It gets me through the day.
Good.
I'll tell you that.
Because you guys have rough days, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
I watched your practice. It's a dream, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now, tell me, I read over the rules. There's 11 rules. You guys keep ball moving pretty quickly, and it's very entertaining. What is your favorite rule, and what's a rule that you could do without?
I probably think my favorite rule is the fan catching a ball and becoming an out.
How often does that happen?
Not very often.
Okay.
A lot of fans have frying pans for hands. And
Well,
that's why
it's
they're in the
interesting,
stands
too,
and you're on the
because
field.
It's a lot of unathletic movements that you see out there, but also I think the fact that everyone's clamoring to catch it, a lot of people just get in their own way.
yeah.
You know? Let's say the 2-hour time limit.
Big
Yeah.
fan.
Okay.
Absolutely
Fan of
a huge fan.
Before, were you guys playing until the innings were over? Or was it always?
Like
Not
in
for
banana
banana
ball?
ball.
Yeah,
Or-
not in banana ball.
As
Not
long
in
as
banana
I've
ball.
known
Okay.
it, banana ball's been 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, that wasn't a rule that was changed.
But like minor league baseball and stuff, it's gotten better. But
How do you guys feel
for a
about the
while,
new
it
rules
was
that were
really-
changed with the MLB? Like the time limit?
We're not
At
allowed
first
to
I wa-
watch MLB.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
I
No.
can pull up my YouTube if you just need some highlights or clips or something to reminisce or anything.
We're going full immersion brainwash on banana ball. We're all in.
I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. So what is a rule that you guys could do without then?
A rule I could do without. Well, as a pitcher, ball four is a sprint. That's kind of
I
brutal.
absolutely hate that. Yep.
Okay.
No, I'm
that
good with that one.
or stealing first base.
Yeah,
Because it's like you
that
can go
happened last
0-2
night
on a
me.
guy and then like bury a curveball that kicks off the catcher and he just takes first and it's like, are you
You're
kidding
just
me?
describing my outing last night. That's
I
literally what
honestly didn't even
happened.
see it, but like, but yeah, it's like you have to be kidding me.
Oh, ball four sprints for sure. I'm just getting used to that. My first couple outings was brutal.
Yeah.
These guys on second automatically scoring.
Okay.
Guy on first, he might score. I've
Yeah.
seen it happen a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute game changer.
Now,
Yeah.
what about if you could add a rule, your own rule, maybe something that makes your job easier, better, more fun, more entertaining? What's a rule that you guys would add for each of yourselves?
Well, I mean, you're still driving at a very biased panel right here,
Yeah.
as you have two pitchers.
I know, right? Sorry, I didn't really think
I'm
about
sure
the
the
player
answers
position.
would be different for other guys. I think we've sufficiently perfected banana ball. I think
Yeah,
no more
there's no
rules,
more rules.
no more plussing.
Don't want any rules.
We've got it.
We're solid with
I
11
think we've
rules.
covered every
say we've-
aspect of what we need in this game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pack it up. I'm trying to think.
Don't think too hard.
I can't think that hard if I tried. Maybe there are just no walks.
Okay.
That would make my life so easy. If you got to swing the bat, that would make my life really easy. It would make it a horrible sport to watch.
Now, is this
But that's why
something-
I'm not wearing the yellow hat. So
I was going to say, is this something you could come to Jesse with ever and just recommend?
not that
Or maybe
one.
like one time out of the entire game you get like a free pass. Like you walk a guy, like no, I want to use my free pass.
Oh.
Get another
get a
shot.
mulligan?
You get a mulligan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Instead of walking him.
I kind of like that.
That'd be fun.
Give it to a hitter too. I don't care.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. Now, you guys were talking about last night's game. Can you tell me a little bit what the audience got to experience with you guys?
In my eyes, I think the audience saw one of the most exciting games we've ever played. in
Really?
Banana Ball.
And
Yeah.
why? What was the
Competitively
standout?
speaking, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were down 4-2 in the bottom of the ninth, tied the game up, went into showdowns. So I pitched the ninth inning, the first round of showdowns, and then it just kept going back and forth. And I pitched all the showdowns, and I think we went to, was it 3 showdowns? 3 showdowns, and Benez ended up walking it off. and it was electric.
Wow.
Yeah,
Crowd
and-
stayed the whole night.
Yeah, and in the process, it was kind of a good showing for banana ball in general, because in doing that, it was flexing some of those important rules that they talk about, and just showing how well that can perform to a live audience. Because, like he said, they're down 4 points to 2 each. The way they do it, it's not by runs. It's like whoever scores more run in each individual inning will tally a point, and then whoever has the most points wins. Except in the last inning, all the runs count for points. So they go into the 9th down by 2 points, have to score 2 runs to tie it. They do. Ties go into showdowns. If you stay tied in the first round of showdowns, you go into the next round with slightly different rules. Then you go into the third round. So, and that's as far as the showdowns go, is 3 rounds that are like inherently different with the way the field is set up and everything. So they literally saw everything that you could see in a game. I think there was a fan caught foul ball. Was that?
That was first night.
Oh, okay.
But still in Mesa,
in any
we
case,
had a
and
fan
Mesa has
interaction.
seen
With a hat.
With a hat.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's athleticism out
we
there
go.
then.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
And that's
cool.
the thing about, I mean, honestly, a lot of sports, that's kind of what's fun about sports, is like something different can happen every night. But banana ball particularly is just all of that amplified to the nth degree. And Mesa has definitely seen a lot so far.
And you guys are still competitive. That's what you mentioned. Like, this is
100%.
fun, but
Absolutely.
there's still that competitive drive for
We don't
each
want to
player.
lose. They don't want to lose.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I feel like a lot of people have is, or that they think this is all scripted. There's you can't
It's still
script baseball.
ball.
It's
Yeah.
actually baseball. The
Yeah.
only things that are scripted is the dances that we do at home plate. That kind of
Sometimes
stuff.
that's not even that's
Yeah, you know,
Oh,
you're
really?
right.
Sometimes
Yeah.
you guys go a little rogue.
fairly
For sure.
improvised. I mean, I would say 90% of what I do in a day when I'm like non-baseball wise is me just kind of just being a maniac and
A menace, you mean? I'm sorry.
menace, sure, and just like improvised dancing and like jawing with the fans or
Yeah.
people on the field or whatever. Like,
Very cool.
there's a lot of improvisational stuff.
Yeah, you
on
guys
both
started the
sides.
season off. It swept us in Tampa.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Not,
we
not,
were
not
not
a
happy.
good look for the bananas.
And it's
Come
a lot
on
of fun
now,
too.
come
It's a lot of
on.
fun too. Like, there's really no winning with on the Party Monkeys, because like if you win a game,
I've never
people
been
will come up to
roasted
you
on
after
my
the game
own
and
podcast.
they'll be like, "Hey, good job winning."
Oh no.
And it's like, okay, sick. Like, it's actually hard to win. And then like we could, for example, we swept that series. Going back to the year before, we had won 12 games in a row.
Wow.
And then we lose a game, and they're, so do y'all ever win? I'm like, yep,
The 12.
we do.
The 12.
Yeah, we actually won the tour last year.
Yeah.
Like,
Did you
party
guys
animals.
miss that part?
Yeah.
Like,
So in this whole industry that you guys are in, what is your most favorite thing? Like, what makes you get up, go to work? I mean, I don't know if you guys call this work, but go to practice, play your games, and continue on.
it doesn't feel like a job. It like I think I said it yesterday. After our games are done, you wake up the next day, you think about what happened the day before. It doesn't feel like it really happened. Like, it doesn't feel real.
Yeah.
Your body,
There's a lot
your
of
body
fever
feels
dream-
it.
Your body
Fever
feels
feels
it.
it. It's like, did that really happen?
Yeah.
And you'll go watch like clips of the game. You're like, I don't even remember. I was there. I don't even remember seeing that. There's so
Really?
much going on in
Oh,
the
yeah.
games.
Just the adrenaline, right?
Yeah, there's so much adrenaline, but like I just love how much fun everyone's having with each other. It's
Yeah.
it's a great time,
Yeah.
and I love what we do.
Good.
Yeah. I mean, like, one thing about it too is like, compared to even playing professional baseball and stuff, like, just as far as the following goes, there's such a bigger platform and so many opportunities to engage with fans and have cool moments with them. But like, at the end of the day, if I had to say, like, my favorite thing is probably just the people within what we do, because it really takes a village to make this thing work, and everyone has to be really on board, or else I really don't think this would function well at all.
Was it a hard hump to get over, like, performing outside of just playing baseball at all? Like, was there a fear level that you just had to, I don't know, maybe swallow
I
some
had
pride
kind of-
and
well,
goof around a little bit in
I
front of
think
an
I
audience?
had been sufficiently beaten down by life, but enough before this to really care what people thought when I was dancing. But I had kind of an interesting background with it, I guess, because didn't really like plan on it, I guess, but in high school I did theater.
Really?
I was the president of the drama program at Sabino High School in Tucson, Arizona.
This makes so much sense. We should.
A lot of people wouldn't guess
this.
that, but I had a little Troy Bolton thing going on.
Okay,
Had
okay.
President of the drama club, captain of the baseball team.
Oh.
Head was in the game, heart was in the song.
Crush.
But in that sense, I remember like last year was my first tour, and we opened up in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I remember stepping out there and like, I hadn't really thought about it going into it, but for some reason it just gave me like it was like deja vu, exact same feeling of like before you went on stage for a play in high school, which is a totally different feeling than when you're like getting ready to go play. And I thought that was a moment when I was like, I was kind of meant to do this.
Very cool. Austin?
Yeah, I did theater in middle school, high school.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to be an actor growing up. That was my
Okay.
number one thing I wanted to be.
Okay.
And so I was like, definitely all for this. But being on stage and doing like a play or whatnot feels totally different out here. Wasn't sure if I was going to be too comfortable with it. And then I have to remind myself, these people are coming to see us do this specifically.
Yeah.
Like, you may act like a fool, but they absolutely love it.
Love it.
So you got to swallow that pride or whatever. Like, I don't want to look dumb in front of these people. No, that's what they want.
Give the dumbness.
Give the dumbness. Be silly. Have fun with it. Because first couple outings, I was all serious on the mound. Very, very serious.
Okay.
Like, I was still in pro ball mode. And, like, it took me a while to figure out, hey, let's just have some fun. Let's just see what happens. And since I've done that, everything's been smooth sailing.
Cool. I
So-
love that. Now, I want to bring it back a little bit. You guys are in Mesa. You're playing at Sloan Park. It's an iconic stadium for our little city. Did you guys get to do any outings while you were here? We heard a couple team members got to go out and do some goat yoga. You guys might have went and paddled or did some kayaking out on the Salt River. Did you guys get to do any of that?
I did not.
Okay.
I thought I'd just do goat yoga in the off season, maybe, if I wanted to
Oh,
do
yeah,
that.
you're here.
Yeah, Salt River, too cold.
Yes. Okay.
Not ready for that.
Okay.
So I know you hate it, but I did go play golf. I had to.
I don't hate it,
Arizona's too perfect for it.
Yeah.
So I had to go play. That's pretty much all I feel like we've really had to do since we're here. We're here for like 10, 11 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too much downtime.
We have long
we're
days,
exhausted.
and like typically on the road, like they set up a lot of outings and cool stuff like that for us to do. Typically, I try to get involved in those, but I don't get to see my family a lot, so I've been spending mostly family time here.
So do they come up from Tucson then, or?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Very good.
pretty much like everyone I could think of came up yesterday for the
Very
game.
cool. Family time's
And
important,
other family
right?
members the rest of the weekend.
Yeah. Well, let's end on a high note. What is your guys' favorite TikTok trend right now? I know you said that you've been like kind of dabbling in some of them, but is there any other ones that you're like itching to do? Maybe personally and even on the field.
You're gonna have to go first on
If
this
you
one.
got one, I don't even know the trends. I really like I'm the worst person to ask about
That's
this.
okay.
If you have a
another
trend, that would be
year.
great. That gives me something to put out there.
Yeah, we can do some
And I can
trends
get-
after this.
I can get them off my back.
Let me look and see what I have because I'm trying to. I feel like a few of mine, I've just have come up by myself.
Okay. So you're a
And-
trendsetter then.
I'm trying to
Right.
be. I think the one I just posted, I might be a trend setting.
Okay.
That would be really cool. I know the first ones were like I think it's a 3-2-2 today. Where one person's dancing.
we had separate
and
rehearsal
then
today, so I kind of missed it.
One person's dancing, the other people are paused, and then when he stops, they start dancing. I don't know what it's called.
Maybe we'll
I
have
feel
to
like
see it
in
tonight,
practice
right?
I could execute something like that.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen it myself.
Well, you will tonight.
There's a lot of lip
Sounds like-
singing right now trending.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
It's kind of like the Montana Boys.
Yeah. Oh, are we gonna do a Montana Boys trend in banana suits?
We already did.
In a banana suit?
In a banana suit? No, but
Oh.
I do know we already did that in the game, though.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we appreciate it sitting down with us, chatting. Mesa is so excited to have you guys here. I hope you feel the energy from the crowd and the city around you. We are so stoked that you guys came here. Can't wait for next year. Hopefully you
Yeah.
come back.
I think we should just move the team here.
Yeah.
I mean,
we said the same thing.
let's just move here.
Well,
Sold.
I think the
Done.
Savannah Bananas are pretty fixed on that at this point.
Okay.
But the Party Monkeys are still ambiguous geographically speaking. So we could we're flexible.
The Mesa Party Monkeys?
I think Scottsdale rolls better.
The punch
Y'all.
is. No, I'm kidding.
Mesa.
It really doesn't matter. I just
Mace is good, too.
I don't know.
One last thing. Austin_K, Instagram and TikTok. Go give me a follow.
Yeah, and let's pull up this guy. Like, he's huge on the pages, but apparently his socials are failing. Can you throw out your handles?
They're failing?
You don't have a blue check mark.
All right. I got like 33K on Instagram, 47K on TikTok.
So if Instagram
Not so
you're
bad,
watching this is my
but they're
application.
not verified, which is kind of rough. Meta.
Yeah,
Meta
who
world
do we need to
peace.
talk to?
What is? But
Is he coming?
I wish. Ron Artest. In any case, my TikTok and Instagram are both my first and last name because not a lot of people have the same name. It's at Jake Lialios. JAKELIALIOS. It's Greek.
Oh,
That was
okay.
way too quick for me.
Can you slow that down just one more time?
Can you just put like a QR code right here?
We'll have captions.
Perfect.
Right there.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the game tonight. Kick some butt. Let's go bananas. Let's go party monkeys. Party animals. I know. We'll get it right one time.
You guys enjoy the game tonight. This is the first
Yeah,
game.
we're so excited.
Yeah, it's gonna
So,
be a great game.
well, thanks, guys. Appreciate
Thank you so
it.
much for having us.
All right, gang. Check us out on all social media, YouTube, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Go.